Ready?
Hold on a second.
Good afternoon, everyone. Press, members of the press, supporters, welcome. Today we call this press conference to introduce to the public our newest candidate, Mr. Romain Laville. He has been out of the arena for a few years now, but his passion has always remained. It was very interesting when he approached the board with interest in the party. His youth was one of the things that, his youth and his passion was one of the things that intrigued us most because we are a young party, we just started, and he has a legacy and he comes with a reputation for getting the job done. So without further ado, I'll pass it on to the leader. Welcome, Mr. Romain Laville.
Good afternoon, one and all. I want to welcome, first of all, welcome the board of the USP here. As you can see, we have a number of board members up here, even though we have some of the members still amongst you guys. Today's another great day for the USP political party. I think it shows that with a party, with a board and a leader, with a strong vision, we attract the right candidates to be part of this team. Today we are welcoming another young, strong individual who don't need no introduction to the public of St. Martin. I have worked with the individual for the last, how would I say, the first 4 years of country St. Martin obtaining its status as the first parliament. This young individual is a strong voice, not only in the community, but throughout. This individual has a passion for serving this country, serving the people, and more so the unfortunate ones in this community. We all know MP Romain Laville. He's an individual that I have, how would I put it, shown great interest. That together, myself and MP Romain Laville presented a number of motions that I supported. Very important motions to make life better for the people of this country. The things that he stands for is something that I've always believed that we as a country must take care of. Today is another great day for USP. One will ask, why USP? And I will simply say, it's a party of inclusion. It's a party for the people. It's a party with open leadership to welcome everyone to be part of this team. We have a young, vibrant board. We have a young president who continue to be outspoken and involved with decisions in this country. Today is very important for you to press that the message that USP is sending out is a message of togetherness, a message of inclusion, a message that this country can't move forward without having all of us on board together. So today, I'm very happy at this press conference to welcome my former colleague and soon to be my colleague in the House of Parliament, because I have the confidence that the work that this individual was doing is not done as yet. He has a lot to contribute, and I want to thank him for choosing the platform of USP to get that job done. So MP Romain Laville, and I call you MP Romain because I expect you to be a next MP in the upcoming election again, and I want to welcome you to be part of this team. This team is a team that believes, and especially the young people, must make a significant contribution to the development of this island. And I believe that while we continue to build this political party one brick at a time, and another brick has been added to this team, the people of St. Martin can be rest assured that this party gives this young man the full confidence and the full support to be part of the USP family. It is a family that we believe is going to grow, and it only could get better as we go along. So today, we are welcoming my good friend to my right. A lot of you know him. There's a lot of questions will be asked. But I do believe that it is time for MP Romain to enter back in the political arena. And the people of St. Martin, at the end of the day, are the ones who's going to judge all of us moving forward. And I look forward, and the people of St. Martin giving us that mandate, that support in the upcoming election. So MP, like I called you, welcome aboard. You are now part of the USP family. You have met the board, you have met the advisors, and for me, it brings joy to my face. I'll be honest with you, because you're one of those that I have always confided in, and even though others may not understand you, this leader here understands you very much clearly. So welcome, and I look forward in you being part of this team that is a family. Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much, the leader of the USP party, also the president sister. I first want to say I thank the Lord for giving me the health and strength to see another year. It is a very special day for me, not only coming back into politics, but also I'm a year older today.
Happy birthday.
And so it's a special day for me throughout. I would first like to say that the decision to come back into politics was not an easy decision. When I left in 2014, I made up my mind to stay away for a while. There were a lot of people asked me over the course of 2 years, MP, I have not seen you. Where are you? We're not hearing you. We're not reading any stuff about you in the papers. We're not addressing any issues. I felt as, at the time in 2010 as a young MP, who needed that time to understand the ins and outs of politics, that it would be only fair for me to give those new ones that came in that opportunity too as well. I have never been somebody to raise an issue unnecessary, say things because it's politically correct or for political gain. And so I have stayed away for a while You know, I've taken time out, spent time with my daughter, which is very important to me. If anybody knows anything about me, I'm a family-oriented individual. My daughter was with me in 2010 when I campaigned. She's on island now, but presently off island. Not in the US at this moment. But I have another addition to the family. And so it gave me time to pause and to think. My 4-year term in politics have been, I would say, one of the most satisfying times of my life. With the highs and also to appreciate the very lows. As a young individual in this country, it was important for me at the time to understand exactly the reasoning why I wanted to run for politics. I have a wonderful team, and for safety today, I will not mention their names, but that will be mentioned as the time goes by. But they have been a good foundation and have constantly asked me many times, why are you thinking of going back? One in particular I would mention today is Mr. Clayton Felix, who has been an individual who came into my life during a low time in 2010, 2014. And have been someone who has been there with me to give me certain encouragements, even though I did not want to come back. But when you take a drive around St. Martin, and you go to some of the stores and you walk around in the country, you constantly hear people, and you know, I face this, I know MP faces this a lot too. They keep asking me the same questions over and over and over. MP, when are you coming back? MP, things aren't the same. MP, there's a voice that is missing. And I've had a lot of conversations with MP Franz Richardson, even I think far back in 2012, when the idea of the USP party came about. And he birthed that inside of me along with one of the two of the board members, Lloyd, Paul, and Cecil. I've been two individuals that have been nagging at me for a while concerning this. But I think St. Martin has reached a point now that we are yearning for true leaders. And so that is the reason why I've decided to come back. There are many things that I have done in the course of my 4 years, many draft laws, many motions, many projects that is still not accomplished. MP Franz Richardson made mention of it a while ago. And so that is the reason why I'm back. I think that the young people, and I know, especially the young people, those that I meet constantly every day, who continue to face the same issues day in and day out, those who have gone away to study and have come back to St. Martin with a hope and a dream that constantly have been put aside. You have parents that I meet every single day that have spent their last dollar to make sure that their children are afforded a better education than they have ever received. And to have parents who have worked and are working certain jobs that they want to quit tomorrow, but just because of the idea of having your children have a good future, a better future than what you had. We have a lot of issues with our elderly still. I remember in 2013, along with the MP, brought together a motion in Parliament that I received from Aruba, a mandatory employee-employer pension plan on St. Martin that would make it absolutely 100% across the board that any company you work for on this island, whether it's in a jewelry store, whether it's a lady that is cashing the grocery, whether it's a guy who's washing at the car wash, that they would have been part of a pension plan. So that the next generation, and my generation, the generation after me, would not go through what our grandparents are going through.
These are things that still needs to be accomplished on our island. I remember the other law that I proposed in Parliament concerning the rights of employees to transfer from one company to the next. That came about during the Pelican situation to make sure that no matter what company you work for, if the company sells over, buys over, that your years in service do not go down the drain. The list goes on and on and on and on. The breakfast program that I'm happy in my 4 years that came about with the help of the Princess Junior International Airport, Regina LaVega at the time, Peter Cox from Godet Catering, to make sure that all the public schools in St. Martin, the children that are going to school hungry every morning have a warm breakfast. And so, as the MP stated, I have been someone who have not necessarily championed the economic structure of St. Martin, but have championed the social fiber of this country. Because at the end of the day, our economy will regulate itself. But how will the social fiber, the social structure of our country regulate? Unless there's a willingness, unless there are individuals who will make sure that regardless whether it's popular or not, do the things that are right by our people. And so I hope that moving forward, that the people of St. Martin would understand that I have been an individual in my 4 years in office, or even before that. I have stood on principles. I have stood on morals. I have stood and I continue to stand on the things that I believe that our country needs to move forward. I am humbled today to be raised by two awesome parents who have instilled in me the things that I need in order to make me to the man that I am today. For that I am forever grateful, and I hope that I can continue to do that and be an example for my children. But more importantly, I think the time has come. The country is at a crossroad. Our population, our people are hurting more than ever. We have a declining middle class where you're either rich or you're either poor. We are seeing so much social issues that are going on in our country. Our young men every single day are finding themselves in the incarcerated system of our justice departments. We are seeing too much going on here today. Too many single parents are still working 2, 3, 4 jobs. One job to pay the bill, the other one to put food on the table, and the next one hopefully to be able to send their child to college, not spending time home with their children to raise them in the way that they should. And so I believe wholeheartedly that more now than ever, that this is the party to be able to bring around that change in St. Martin. I have had 4 years to work with my colleague MP Franz Richardson, and I can tell you that the feeling that I have for him now as an individual, as a leader, is stronger today than ever. One of the major issues that we face in St. Martin today is the lack of leadership. Lack of leadership not only in our homes, where the parents are not around and the fathers are not around to be able to raise the children in the way they should go. Lack of leadership in our congregation that has so many of our individuals losing faith in the last hope that we have, and lack of leadership in our political arena. And so I do hope that the people of St. Martin understand that we all cannot do this by ourselves. We all have to decide together, what do we want for ourselves? Where do we want to see our country go? You know, just yesterday, I got word from a family member of mine that a good favorite cousin of ours passed away. And it made me realize that life is so short, that you're here today, gone today. Not the old saying of here today, gone tomorrow. That it has totally changed. And so the question that we must ask ourselves as a country, as a people, if we are not here, in whose hands will we leave our children? That is something that we must take stock of. And so I am happy to be a part of the US party. I am happy to say that the fight for the middle class, the fight for the young St. Martino, the fight for those who are unemployed, the fight for our elderly, the fight for the educated among us who have degrees but not have employment in those degrees that they have studied. The fight for the next generation continues, and it continues with the US Party. And I ask every single one, by the tone, by listening to my voice and seeing me on video, stand with us. You have to make up your mind that enough is enough. I hope and wish that we can have a people that would say, I am tired of being tired. I am frustrated of being frustrated. I am sick of being sick. This is the type of birth, of situation that will birth something into this country. And so I say to everyone today, I thank you for being here. I say to the people of St. Martin, those who are losing hope in our political system, don't give up. Don't give up. There is hope for you. Give us a chance. Stand with us to be able to deliver the things that we have put forward for you as a people. And so I am forever grateful. I am honored to be here today. I am honored to be in the presence of this august body, of this august organization, of this party. I am honored to once again help to contribute and to be an added voice for those who do not have a voice. I am honored to sit here today to announce that in 2016, in September 26, that I will run on the US party slate. And I am honored beyond measure. And I am hopeful that our people will make the right choice. I am hopeful that when we take a minute and take stock of your situation, take stock of your lifestyle, take stock of your social fiber, that we will make the right decision. And so I thank you very much for allowing me these moments. I thank the press for being here. I thank my team and my family for being here. I know that there are some issues that has to be ironed out in the coming months. I know the elephant in the room where it concerns the legal issues, but there's no legal issues where I am concerned. Because this is not a legal issue between any individual or any organization or any group against Romain Laville. This is an issue between those individuals and the people that I stood up for. That is what the issue is. It's not about Romain Laville versus any other person that feels that I have done something wrong. I have taken a stand against the injustice in this country. I have taken a stand against a corrupt system. I have taken a stand against corrupt individuals. I have taken a stand against the idea that some and all have to serve and others have to accept the servitude of others. And so my situation, and I'm sure the press will ask the questions about it, is very clear-cut. I have taken a stand against something. And in any position in life, wherever you take a stand, you will get certain negative breakbacks where that is concerned. But as a young man, my shoulders are broad. And I will continue to fight for the people of St. Martin, come what may, no matter what cross is placed on my back. I thank you very much. Thank you once again. For